Well, with what's going around this morning, we have Jane Marks here for some more teen talk. Always to have you here. Great to have you here. Some important advice, especially we're talking back to school advice. All talking about cliques this morning, friendships at school. We do have a question. Here's what it says. My teenager got involved with a clique in school with the girl she thought were her friends and they were like her, but toward the end of the year they basically kicked her out and discouraged any of the members from talking to her as she begins this next school year. I want to encourage healthy friendships and connections. What is your advice about teenager cliques? And I'm sure this is something that a lot of people, parents and girls out there and boys too, can relate to. So what is your advice?
Absolutely, and then cliques are going to be there, you know, as far as school is concerned. And so for parents, what they need to understand is that teenagers, by and large, as adults too, they need to feel a sense of belonging. So they're going to be drawn to cliques. They try to fit in where they can. But we ask parents that they be mindful of several things. So here's where we get them to start. Always we say you start by having the conversation. You know, make sure that whatever groups that you decide you're going to fit into, inspire your daughter to try to find a nice, healthy fit. Make sure that she has a self-awareness and make sure she understands what reputation means. And I think it's important that good ways to manage cliques are, one, to make sure that she finds groups where she experiences continued successes. Teach her to play to her strengths. For example, if your youngster is strong in sports, it helps that they participate in groups that stress their same strengths. Also stress authenticity. Encourage them to be true to their values and beliefs and their interests. Know who you are and don't let others change you. What's really important is that you nurture friendships outside of school. You know, friendships that are diverse, friendships where kids come from different backgrounds, different ages, different ethnic groups, different settings. And let me tell you what this does. When a youngster has different friendships from different places, they don't quite feel so overwhelmed if, in fact, the group that they're encouraged to bond with kind of eases them out a little bit because you have other supports. Encourage assertiveness. That's important. Don't be afraid to speak up. Encourage sensitivity. Take responsibility for your actions. Parents, teach friendship skills. You know what also, Kelly, they also need to teach the concepts and the understanding and the theory behind bullying. Mm-hmm. Now, that's very important to go into the school year with those kinds of skills. I think it's also important for parents to teach young people to trust their instincts. You know, so many times, you know, a kid senses, you know what, this group is participating in risky behavior, but they don't trust their instincts. And the other thing that parents, by and large, have to teach is how to say no. That's a very difficult
That's a
issue.
lifelong lesson, not even just for cliques. Now, is there a certain, you might think of cliques as teenagers or when you get to high school, is it ever too early for a parent to be like, no, this could be clique type of behavior, we need to address it like that?
Actually, it's not. Actually, you know, we talk about teenagers because that's what we address, but certainly this happens particularly in middle school. But it starts as early as 4th and 5th grade. It was when we start to see groups drawn together, and you know, kids are involved in so many activities. They're involved in dance and sports, and groups are likely, you know, bonds are likely to come together. Cliques, however, really take shape in high school, and that's why it becomes so critical for teenagers.
Important advice here, especially as we're getting ready to go back to school. And of course, we'll put it up on our website, WTXL.tv. Jane Marks, thank you once again for letting us pick your brain, getting some good advice here for Teen Talk.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Stick with us. We got your Money News coming up.